On the opening Thursday night of college football, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets traveled to beautiful Clemson, South Carolina to take on the defending national champion, Clemson Tigers. I'm going to have a little debate about that game here, and I'll see you guys in the comment section below to talk more on it. Here we go. Ray, listen, I saw this on the itinerary and I just chuckled out loud. We're not really going over this game, are we? I mean, this is just a waste of time. We are absolutely going to squash Georgia Tech. I mean, here we are. We just finished off our second national championship in 3 years, beating Alabama again, and you want to talk about a home game at Death Valley against a Georgia Tech team with a new football coach? Come on! Hey now, as much as we love Paul Johnson and everything he's done for Georgia Tech, that new coach that you're mocking is a welcome change for us. You can win games at Georgia Tech with that option attack, but it really costs us against some tough and much better opponents throughout his tenure. As a result, we welcome what is to come with open arms. Well, I'm glad you're welcoming this butt whooping with open arms. In return, we kindly present it to you with that acceptance in mind. I see you Clemson fans haven't practiced modesty in the offseason, have you? Why would I be modest? Have you seen what we look like at the skill positions? You got Trevor Lawrence under center. He's a #1 pick as soon as he goes out to the NFL. His backup, Chase Bryce, is better than any starter that Georgia Tech has had in the last 20 years, or just ever. ETN is back at running back. Total stud. And our receivers, my God, don't even get me started. T. Higgins and Justin Ross should have an absolute field day in this one. It ain't gonna be pretty by the time halftime rolls around for the Yellow Jackets. You forgot to mention everyone you lost on the defensive line. You literally lost what I believe is the best core of defensive linemen in one draft class ever. I see you skipped right over that one. No, I didn't. I just figured by now that you had learned that all we do is rebuild and regroup. We will be fine there, and hey, watch out for my boy Tyler Davis. He's looking pretty dang good during the offseason, and he should fill that defensive tackle void just fine. Plus, do you know who our coaching staff consists of? Do you not remember that we have the best defensive coordinator in all of college football with Brent Venables? Whatever's lacking with anyone going pro will be cleared up immediately by that man. Now, you know that and I know that. It's clear as day. So let's talk about something else. How about your receiver, Darian Kendrick, moving to cornerback? That's got to have a wait time for return on investment, right? Not in my opinion. He looks good, Andrew Booth looks good, Sheridan Jones looks good. Listen, man, you and the rest of the ACC better get used to hating on Clemson like this, because it's going to be like this for a while. As good as we've been in recent years, we're only recruiting better and better. This ain't no gust of wind and it's gone. It's sticking, and I love it. You know what I love? A 6'3", 210-pound quarterback from San Diego in Lucas Johnson, who brings with him a West Coast style and is primarily a passer. You heard that right. A passer in Atlanta. That's something to look forward to. And from what I saw out of your secondary against Texas A&M and South Carolina last year, it should concern you just a little bit, don't you think? No, I don't think. Yeah, that's apparent. None of y'all do up there in Clemson, South Carolina. But what I think is that the Yellow Jackets averaged 34 points a game last year, and that's without knowing what a forward pass was. Now with Jeff Collins at the helm, and us looking to run an up-tempo, zone-blocking scheme, we might just move that ball pretty nicely against your boys and the rest of the ACC. You mean against that weak Coastal Division, buddy? You're wishful thinking if you think that's going to happen against Clemson at the beginning of the season. This is Clemson, not Virginia, not Duke, not North Carolina, not Virginia Tech, not Miami, not none of them. As happy as you are about change, you need to slow down just a little bit. Change don't happen overnight. It's a process. Ain't you ever heard Nick Saban say that before? You can't possibly think that a coach that went 7-6 and 8-4 at Temple is going to go into Death Valley against my Tigers and Dabo Swinney of all coaches and against a young, hungry, ready to rear team and win? You don't actually believe that, do you? Tell me you can't be that dumb. I don't know about us winning or anything like that, but I know that Jeff Collins is going to change some things up, and he was one heck of a DC out at Mississippi State and at Florida. And I've seen Clemson struggle from time to time against teams they're supposed to handle easily. A&M and Syracuse both had their chances last year. So yeah, I do believe that if a couple things went our way here and there, we can be competitive in this one, and all you need is that opportunity. We beat Virginia Tech, Miami, and Virginia last year. We can do this, and I'm looking forward to the challenge. Well, look, I wish I could say the same, but I happen to know the definition for challenge, and by definition, this is not gonna be one for Clemson. You mean you know the definition of the word challenged, with a D on the end. That was pretty good, I'll give you that one, my friend. But if that's all you're gonna bring to the table is backhanded insults, I got better things to do right now. So unless you're gonna give me a real reason as to how your team's gonna beat mine, I guess I gotta go. I believe I've given you plenty, but since you're not smart enough to take any of them, I'll see you on August 29th instead, where we actually demonstrate it. How about that? How about that? Yeah, that'd be a sight to see. Well, listen, just make sure you come back when you're wrong, alright? You be sure to do the same. See you soon, champ. Later, you Coastal Division runner-up, you. So that's the skinny on this game. What do you guys think's gonna happen in it? Make sure you include a score. That's it for this one. Subscribe right here if you want to talk college football all season long. I'll be here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like this video if you liked it. Give it 2 thumbs down if you hated it. Click it twice, because that does it and then undoes it. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!